You know, sometimes our last reveal at the Game Awards is a teaser for something years and years away. But not tonight.
So yeah, as we all know, that's not really how the Game Awards ended this year. So let's roll back and take a look at how it actually ended.
Our final world premiere comes from 61 members of the team that built Apex Legends and Titanfall. 4 years ago, the principals founded a new independent studio with the hopes of pushing the shooter genre forward with a new original game. They've done it in complete secrecy, which is even more amazing because the game is very deep into development. The power of independent, self-published studios to push this medium forward is a growing and I think positive theme in our industry. And so tonight, you're not only going to get the announcement of the game, but also your first look at the gameplay. I've played it, and after you see this trailer, I think you're going to want to as well. Welcome to Highguard.
Into lands uncharted and dangers untold. I venture without fear.
Hurry up!
Over here, kid. Let's get this thing started. Okay, time for some combat. We can start by firing your weapon. Go ahead. Take some shots. Hey, kid. I don't appreciate that. Gotta say, I'm envious of such power, kid.
Boom!
Hey, so Highguard just came out today, and it's about what I expected. It's pretty mid. I can see the fun element in this game, and I can see why Jeff liked it. It graphically looks pretty nice. I think the destruction's like pretty cool, but this game is pretty boring if you're not into these type of games. So it is a little bit more open than like an Overwatch kind of game or my Marvel Rivals or something like that, which could be pretty cool. But it's pretty like standard, standard kind of first-person shooter, kind of hero shooter game, and it's cool. But yeah, I wanted to check something out really quick. I saw this game had a negative like review on Steam, which I thought was kind of dumb. Because it's like, I think we all knew what this game was gonna be. I don't think there was any like. Okay, so I wanted to just look at the reviews because I heard that the reviews were negative, and I just looked at them. Hold on, I just looked at the reviews for this because they were pretty negative. I wanted to read the reviews. But it's like, we kind of knew what this game was gonna be, so I don't know why people just overwhelmingly went to just go jump on this game. They just couldn't wait, dude. I won't leave a review because I don't care. Again, everyone knows this game was gonna be like a mid. 3v3 is not very far, but I mean, they're kind of right. The maps in this game are way too big for 3v3, and the sides would fit better for a 5v5 or 6v6. That is true. The maps are kind of like very big. They got these huge maps, and it's like, it's kind of like weird where everyone's kind of like spread out. You kind of gotta find people where it's like your team is, because it's usually like if someone's getting shot, that's usually where people are. So it's like, yeah, this needs like a bigger map, more players on the map. Okay, for my final thoughts on this game, because I think it's been 2 hours since I recorded that first part. The Steam charts are at the time of recording at 51,000 players. So this game is kind of like done, I would say. Most people have checked it out for like the interest of like, what is this game? But now that it's kind of like, you know, people already know. People have played it for themselves because, you know, it's free. It's a free game. It was pretty expected that most people would play this and bounce right off. And I'm not too shocked. And yeah, it's not the trash fire I probably wanted it to be. And I'm kind of happy about that because, like I said in my earlier video, I think the game was going to come out and be pretty polished. I don't think there was any reason to, like, suggest that it wouldn't, or that it wouldn't work. The only problem right now is, like, server issues. But, I think a lot of the deeper problems with this game is just, like, player retention, and just like that the game kind of feels too boring because there's too many moments of just like spread out non-contact with players, and it's just like there's not enough people on the maps. The maps are way too big for right now, but again, this is only the first day it's been out. I'm sure there'll be more updates, and I'm sure this game will actually like garner a pretty like loyal fan base because it is like it's not a terrible game. Yeah, that's about it. See ya. Oh, I also forgot to add this section about the Jeff Keighley part of this, of like, I'll be taking my apologies back when the game releases. Just because the game turned out not to be a steaming pile of dog shit, doesn't mean you were right about the game just being this like, generational leap for like these kind of games. It's like, what do you say at the Game Awards? I played it. What I forget? I would have to listen to it again. Whatever he said, it's not that. This game is fine. It's a mid game. Again, when everyone saw the trailer, you knew what it was going to be. It has a few interesting points that make it a slight bit different, and you can see that the points from people, especially in the games industry, were like, wow, oh my god, it's really fucking, this game is amazing. But no, it's totally fine. It's like completely fine. And just because it's not a steaming pile of disaster like everyone thought it was going to be, doesn't mean that you were right in the end about like, this game being like a fucking whatever he said it was gonna be. I don't know if he said it was gonna be a masterpiece. I really think he just said it was gonna be like this game. What is this game really? I don't know. I don't really care. But the segment's dumb. Divinity should have been the last game shown, and that's really what everyone was saying in the last part. No one was saying this game doesn't deserve to be here. No one was saying anything really about the game. They were just questioning the decision of having Divinity just slotted in somewhere, just to be like, oh, let's get this over with, instead of being the last thing, since it was the biggest thing for the Game Awards that year. It was, what was the statue? And it's like, I get it was leaked, so everyone kind of knew, but it's like, it should have been the very last thing you showed at the Game Awards, and everyone said that. And it's like, just like defending it to this degree is like, it's just dumb. I don't get it. I don't get it. it really does speak to the industry, really, of like what they consider fun. A very mid-tier shooter that's just above the average Overwatch game that in 2020 would have been considered like kind of old. That's all I want to say. So yeah. Oh, I do want to say a good thing about Jeff. At least you can't call him the Dorito Pope with this one, because he authentically, at the very least, it's said that he authentically did it because he thought the game was cool when he saw it, and wanted to showcase it last because he thought people would also find it pretty cool. And I find that pretty cool, so props to Jeff. Sorry it didn't turn out the way you wanted it to for this one, but you know, we all have different tastes, and probably never don't go out so hard next time defending something. Just say, I really liked it. I thought it was cool. If you don't like it, that's fine. I don't know what to tell you.